Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Public participation is governed by Board Bylaws 0169.1. Public participation at board meetings. We will now move to our roll call.
Mr. Simons?
Present?
Mrs. Kessler?
Here.
Mrs. Wider?
Here.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Here.
Mrs. Moore?
Here.
We will now have Mr. Card lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Card. We need a motion for approval or revision of the agenda.
I move to approve the approval or revision of the agenda.
Second?
Properly moved and seconded. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Kessler?
Yes.
Mrs. Wider?
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Mr. Simons? Stopped. We lost Mrs.
Yes.
We lost Mrs. Moore.
Oh, you lost one, okay.
I thought I didn't say yes.
No.
We lost.
All right. We're moving to the recognition portion of the meeting. Mr. Card.
Yes, we have a proclamation for the District Staff Appreciation Week, May 12th through the 16th, 2025, so I will read that. The board wishes to proclaim the following. Whereas education is a grand and powerful profession, worthy to be honored and respected. And whereas education is not limited to the classroom, but occurs each time a student interacts with a staff member or bus driver. And whereas excellence in education begins in the buses, classrooms, cafeteria, hallways, playgrounds, and offices of our nation's schools. District staff are among the educators who are charged with the responsibility of helping to shape the destiny of our country by teaching and guiding our children, youth, and adults. And whereas district staff are and will continue to be a dynamic force in the educational process, they have demonstrated through their sense of purpose and dedication that they are a major source of inspiration to our students. And whereas the staff in the Princeton City School District has consistently documented their competence and commitment to students through their willingness to give of their time, energy, talents, and ideas. They are to be praised for the progress our students are making, and whereas the goal of Teacher Appreciation Week and Staff Appreciation Week is to raise the national and local awareness of teaching excellence in the building a better society. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Princeton City School District Board of Education wholeheartedly declares that as the country celebrates Teacher Appreciation Month as May 5th through May 9th, they also declare May 12th through May 16th, 2025 as District Staff Appreciation Week, and urges all schools, centers, departments, parents, businesses, governmental and community agencies, and the entire community to participate in the celebration of the significant roles district teachers and staff play in shaping the lives of our students and the future of our great nation.
Thank you. Next is the recognition. Mr. Card.
Thank you. We are lucky or blessed to have 2 Hall of Fame schools this year. Miss Patty Cooper will come up to the mic. She is from OAESA, and she has a few things to tell us about the Hall of Fame schools this year.
I don't mess the mic up. Trying to move it down for short little me. Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Thank you. I'm Patty Cooper with the Ohio Association of Elementary School Administrators, and I am pleased to be here tonight on behalf of OAESA to recognize 2 Princeton City schools who were selected as Hall of Fame schools. Each year, OAESA celebrates elementary and/or middle-level schools that provide outstanding educational opportunities to their students through effective programming and instruction. These schools are characterized by by an atmosphere of growth, achievement, pride, dedication to excellence on the part of staff and students. This rigorous selection process begins in the fall when a school is nominated by someone who noticed the great things that are going on there. The school team then completes an extensive 15-page application, which is read in the blind by a panel of principals from across the state. So the principal panel has no idea what school they're reading about. This committee of practitioners chooses schools to move on to the visitation stage. So then there's a whole nother stage after that. Of over 2,500 elementary and middle level schools in the state, only 11 were awarded the Hall of Fame school recognition. And Princeton has 2 of these schools. Fantastic. I'd like to share some remarks that the visitors that visited the school, the visitation team, had to say about each of these schools. And I'm just going in alphabetical order, no favoritism here. Usually there's only one, we don't have to worry about that. Glendale Elementary School in Princeton City Schools, Principal Tim Walker. Glendale Elementary is a school that truly thrives on inclusivity, diversity, creating an environment where every student feels valued, supported, and empowered to succeed. The committee was especially struck by the overwhelming sense of community evident in the high level of participation in school events and the strong, genuine relationships built among students, staff, and families. Glendale's deep commitment to fostering these community connections continues to strengthen the school's supportive and collaborative culture. The Leader in Me program is a cornerstone of Glendale's identity, woven into the fabric of the school. It empowers students to develop leadership skills and take meaningful ownership of their learning. This culture of empowerment was clearly reflected in the students themselves, who spoke with confidence and clarity about their academic journey and school life. Their ability to express their experiences so thoughtfully highlights the school's dedication to student voice and agency. At the heart of it all is Principal Tim Walker, whose transformative leadership has reshaped the school's culture. Grounded in trust, collaboration, and a sincere passion for education, his impact has been both powerful and lasting. With strong leadership, a thriving Leader in Me culture, and an unwavering commitment to inclusion, Glendale Elementary stands as a shining example and a truly deserving OAESA Hall of Fame school.
Can we join you? Okay.
You want to do both or just?
Yeah, we're gonna do both. We'll do board.
One big thing, we do both, yeah. One big thing. You just come here.
Congratulations, Glendale. We would also like to honor Lincoln Heights Elementary School. Principal Dawn Bailey. Lincoln Heights Elementary revealed a school deeply rooted in a strong sense of community. The committee observed a palpable family feel throughout the building, where students and staff alike exhibited genuine warmth and mutual respect. Principal Dawn Bailey clearly fosters an environment of high expectations coupled with unwavering support. In a neighborhood that needs hope, Lincoln Heights stands as a beacon demonstrating the transformative power of education. Students' enthusiastic engagement in learning and student leadership was evident, and their expressed love for their school resonated strongly with the visiting committee. Further enhancing the school's impact was the commitment to personalized professional development for its staff. This tailored approach to growth empowers teachers to meet the unique needs of their students, contributing to the overall positive learning environment. The committee was particularly impressed by the dedication of the entire Lincoln Heights team in creating a nurturing and academically stimulating school where every child feels valued and inspired. The clear commitment to student success and a strong family community atmosphere makes Lincoln Heights a deserving candidate for the OAESA Hall of Fame.
Step out, we'll have the Lincoln Heights staff come up, and Lincoln Heights staff will be. All right.
We were gonna have them have it for their
She is wearing the right glove. Yeah, so why don't you step out? I didn't even realize.
Yep. Is it good? I would think so.
You said what? Oh, I know. I mean, that's some, yeah. I mean, 2 out of 11, that's impressive. I know. I mean, think about that, because I remember even when he came in. Yeah. That's very impressive.
Oh, she's getting it.
Oh, she's back there. Signature, visitor.
I see the daughter of a former school board member here. I thought I saw her. Paul Hogue served on this school board for many years. It was a mentor to me. There she is. That's Melanie. And she's a teacher at Lincoln Heights. Good to see you.
As a follow-on comment to that, her mom and my mom are cousins, which makes us cousins. Okay, the next is the recognition of Viking excellence.
Yes, and Ms. Roddy will be calling your name, so if you would, please come up. You've already received all your certificates and things, but please come up so I can shake your hand and we'll get a picture, another picture, for all the great things you've done.
The board would like to recognize those staff members who were voted by their building peers to receive the Viking Excellence Awards for the 2024-2025 school year. Viking Excellence Awards for certified and support staff members are given in each building. The first recipient is Jeff Martin from Evendale Elementary School as certified staff. Jeff is also the Hamilton County Educational Services Foundation Celebrate Excellence Award winner as the Teacher of the Year for the district. So congratulations, Jeff. Classified staff from Evendale Elementary School is Courtney Chambliss. Certified staff from Glendale Elementary School is Dakota Bittinger. Classified staff from Glendale Elementary School is Josh Miller. Certified staff from Heritage Hill Elementary School is Brittany Peckay. Certified staff from Heritage Hill Elementary School is Abigail Lilly. Certified staff from Lincoln Heights Elementary School is Sade Willis. Certified staff from Lincoln Heights Elementary School is Lisa Davis. Certified staff from Sharonville Elementary School is Ann Tedford. Classified staff from Sharonville Elementary School is Danita Pope. Certified staff from Springdale Elementary School is Sue Martin. Classified staff from Springdale Elementary School is Lauren Hackney. Certified staff from Stewart Elementary School is Sarah Tillman. Classified staff from Stewart Elementary is Marley Sulkin. Certified staff from Woodlawn Elementary School is Ashley Lee. Classified staff from Woodlawn Elementary School is Dannon Edwards. Certified staff from Princeton Community Middle School is Renee Brownlee. Classified staff from Princeton Community Middle School is Erico Lockard. Certified staff from Princeton High School is Ty Robbins. Classified staff from Princeton High School is Amy Libat. Certified staff from the Princeton Innovation Center is Maria Keller. And classified staff from the Princeton Innovation Center is Tanya Terrell.
Before we get to the next group, I just want to say real quick, this night's always a great night to honor people. And it's even extra special for me as a superintendent because several of the folks I taught with here back a long time ago, and I started my teaching, I say this all the time, but I want to know, I started my teaching in Princeton at Lincoln Heights. So it's pretty special for me to see all these folks that I taught with or that I've worked with or worked in my buildings to be getting honored. So I just want to say how proud I am of everybody, and it's a great evening, so thank you.
Okay, Mr. Card, let's move on to the recognition of retirees.
Retirees. So Ms. Roddy will read those as well. We're going to change it up a little bit. You're going to come meet me here. So I have the certificates. And then also I will give you two of our Viking cards here for you and the spouse or whomever. When you come back to go to a game or a play or whatever, you'll have those with you. Okay.
We extend our sincere appreciation and congratulations to the following board-approved 2024-2025 retirees. Colleen Appelquist, custodian from Princeton Community Middle School. Ron Bulmer, principal of Princeton High School. Nancy Bortle, executive assistant from the Princeton Administration Center. Melissa Brenner, grade 1 teacher from Evendale Elementary School. You're going to still stay up here.
Speak out.
Miss Kristen Brown, music teacher, grades 6 through 12. Robin Campbell, English teacher at Princeton High School. Vince Colopy, grade 3 teacher at Evendale Elementary. Deborah Isley from Princeton Community Middle School, PE health teacher. Jill Engler, grade 5 teacher, Evendale Elementary. Christy Garrison, treasurer's office. Cheryl Hutchinson, grade 4 teacher, Sharonville Elementary. Todd Cattell, Director of Grounds and Maintenance. Sue Martin, grade 2 teacher at Springdale Elementary. Darlene Mastro Petro from Special Education Paraprofessional at Springdale Elementary. Wendy McCrory, grade 5 teacher at Sharonville Elementary. Dr. Robin McGordon Dr. Robin McDonald Gordon, English teacher at the Innovation Center. Layla Riesenberger, grade 1 teacher, Sharonville Elementary. Les Rogers, custodian, Operations Center. Son Simon, grade 2 teacher at Heritage Hill Elementary. Dawn Stallard, associate principal, Princeton High School. And Michelle Turner, grade 2 teacher, Sharonville Elementary.
I drank like 3 bottles of water. Does that have to do? I'm paying for it now. Lesson number 1. Don't drink a lot of water. Not to pick on Miss Hogue, but she's also a graduate of the great Ohio University in Athens. I'm just saying. You know, I know she's your cousin, but except green blood.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so we're moving on to our staff members' completion of the 2-year program. Dr. Jameson?
Yes. So each year, we recognize our resident educators who've completed their required mentoring as well as passage of the Resident Educator Summative Assessment. And since the 23-24 school year, it has been a 2-year program. But prior to that, it was a 4-year program. So there's a lot of movement that's happening up in Columbus around the requirements for resident educators. One of the things that we're very focused on here at Princeton is just making sure that each resident educator is mentored by a strong Princeton teacher and then is able to complete the Resident Educator Summative Assessment and transition to a 5-year license. So tonight we're going to be recognizing 9 of those teachers who started with us back during the 23-24 school year. So I have Dr. Jackson here to talk to us a little bit about some of the requirements associated with resident educators.
Yes.
And I will have you read those names and I'll pass out the.
You guys know how much I hate talking in front of people. You know, I get nervous, right? I really do get nervous. I'm really proud to be a part of this program. And stop looking at me like that. He's what you call an instigator. Yeah, okay. This program, Resident Educator Program, mentoring program, is very important to me because at one time I was a young teacher, and for those of you who don't know what my background was, I was a young teacher in an all-majority district, and they had never had a whole lot of people of color. So here I am. I'm one of one in a place where nobody really wanted me, and I was still required to do a good job. I really didn't have a mentor. And I never forgot those days and said if I ever got an opportunity to change it, I would. So I'm really very committed to the Resident Educator Program in Princeton City Schools. I've done it maybe 20 years, as long as we've had it. I've done it. And will continue to do it as long as Dr. Jameson allows me to do that. What mentors bring, first of all, we are not certified. You know, one of the biggest fears that a young teacher has is being evaluated for the first time. When you're in college, I was in college a lot. When you're in college and you're writing papers and you're doing your thing, people always tell you you're great because when you come through the ranks, you are great. You've got a lot of support there. You've got your classmates, you've got your instructor, and then you get your first job. And the wheels fall off the wagon. They put you in a room, they lock the door, and they do lock the door, and they kind of said, go off and have it. Now, they do come by and kind of look to see if you're still alive. Go off and have it. You don't know what to do first. Fill out your grade book, log on to your computer. You don't know what to do first. Well, that's where your mentor comes in. Because if nothing else, the very first thing your mentor teacher does is just say, don't worry, baby, it's going to be okay. I got you. My success and your success are intertwined. If I don't do what I'm supposed to do by you, you won't be successful. And it sounds harsh, but believe it or not, it's very supportive. The next thing I do is I give them my phone number, and most of you have it because I think it's on the walls in the bathroom somewhere. But it's important that young teachers know they have an advocate who's not judging them, who will allow them to make a mistake, someone you can discuss lesson plans over with, someone to say, I was a young mother when I went back to school. Lee was, when I got my first teaching job, Lee, my oldest son, who is 49, don't say nothing, Elton. My oldest son is 49. He was just under 2. So I had a new house, a new baby, a new husband who was traveling all over, lots of responsibility, and I had this classroom that I knew I had to be better than excellent in order to stay. I wanted a mentor. I wanted somebody to say, Debbie, you're going to make it. It's going to be okay. I wanted somebody to say, if you move this pile over to this pile, take some of that stuff off and just concentrate on this, you'll be just fine. That's what a mentor does. A mentor offers sound practice, talks about what works and what doesn't work. Those of us who are long in the tooth in the game, we've got some skills. And some of those skills might seem very silly, One of the first skills that I remember picking up from a teacher was how to get your class in order without using your voice. Your class becomes, you train them that way. The expectation is that if you want people to behave in a certain way, you train them that way. You give them teaching tips. You go through the curriculum with them. Our curriculums are often different on the college level as they are in practical within your classroom. You help them to understand how to gain deep knowledge of your students. I'm working with a student in an ELP program. She is working in Winton Woods. She lives in Mason and does not have any cultural proximity, if you understand what I'm saying. One of the first things I said to her is, take a few minutes and call their parents. Just say hello. Just say hello. Adopt that connection with them so that that parent understands that you're not somebody on the other side, but you're part of their team. Also, the mentor offers deep knowledge of the school. One of the reasons why I'm very proud of our Princeton program is, of course, Dr. Jameson and his genius in helping, not only going up to the 2-year, but helping to help train our teachers past that through our INVEST program. So I'd like to introduce to you, give you the names of who they are, who our mentee teachers are, and who they're being trained by. This piece is important to me because I want them to know who the board is. The board is the persons that approve all of the work that we do. But I want you to also know that these are some great people here, and they were very smart to come to Princeton. First of all, from Princeton High School, we have Abigail Page, and her mentor is Sydney Lappa. Next, we have Landon Zellers, who I thought I was his mentor. No, I'm teasing. Next we have Landon Zellers, and his mentor is Frankie Irving. From Princeton High School, we have Gabrielle Glossner, and the mentor is Sarah Burchett from Princeton High School. Burchett. From Princeton Community Middle School, we have Holly Bates, and her mentor teacher is the newly retired, and I'm so sad, Kristen Brown. From Stewart Elementary, we have Abida Chaudhry, and her mentor is Janet Larkins from Glendale. From Lincoln Heights Elementary School, we have Courtney Moreland, and her mentor, is Michael Bruning from Princeton High School. From Stewart Elementary, we have Lindsay Schaefer, and her mentor is Stephanie Schlacking. Excuse me. I know this is going on public record. I'm so sorry. And finally, from Princeton Community School, we have Brianna Jones, and her mentor is Dr. Jody Stevens at Princeton Middle School. And I'm so sorry, from the Lincoln Heights Elementary School, Zone 15, my other home, we have Andrea Kalalapi, and her mentor is Natasha Hurt-Hayes. To our mentor teachers, thank you so much for the work that you do. For our mentee teachers, you were really smart when you signed your contract to come to Princeton City Schools.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Card, any other comments?
No, just very thankful for the mentors and mentees. As good doctor said, it is so important to have someone to be able to lean on that's not judgmental or any of that nature. So it's very important to have those people to lean on. I remember a long, long time ago when I was a new person and had that, and very lucky to have some good people around me when I started.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson.
Okay, we're moving on to public comment. Part A, recognition of visitors. Every visitor that wants to address the board has to fill out one of these forms and give to the Board of Education president or the treasurer prior to the meeting. This ensures your opportunity to speak and assist the board in the organization and implementation of the evening agenda. Visitors must be residents of the Princeton City School District and/or Princeton City School District employees. The comments are restricted to 3 minutes in length. At this time, we have Mick Higgins, who has filled out a form. Mick, please use it.
Thank you. I came from the meeting tonight for the graduating seniors and was informed that our seniors can only wear cords that are awarded by and approved by the Board of Education. So I left that meeting and I came here asking the board if they would award and allow this year's and all future years graduating seniors that have earned the Girl Scouts Gold Award or the Scouting America rank of Eagle to be allowed to wear their associated cords at graduation. Now, I've had 2 graduating Eagles, 1 this year. Both of their community service projects have been done at Springdale Elementary and remain there for years to come. The amount of community work that these individuals do to earn their Eagle Awards is incredible. I am very proud that this year, my graduating senior, Caitlin, is the first girl in the history of Princeton to earn the rank of Eagle. Scouting didn't become co-ed until 2019, after almost 100 years of existence. She quickly joined, completed all the requirements, and has earned the rank of Eagle. I would be very grateful if the board would allow her and her fellow Eagles to wear their cords at graduation this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. We, just so you know, we don't comment on comments. So, just,
Will I get an email or?
yes,
Thank you.
you'll be contacted. Probably tomorrow. The next part of our agenda is the consent agenda, and we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Properly moved and second. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Wyder?
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes,
Mrs. Kessler?
Yes.
motion passes. Moving on to district business, approval of resolution accepting the amounts and rates. Need a motion for that.
I move to approve the resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Discussion?
This is an annual item you do every year. This is the ending of a long process that actually started back in December with creating the document that you then approve. We hold the hearing and you approve the budget document in January. Then it goes off to the county where the commissioners review and approve it. It comes back to us in an official document that you approve, and this sets our rates for tax year 26.
Thank you. Any questions, other discussion? If not, Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes,
Mrs. Kessler?
Yes.
Mrs. Wyder?
Yes.
motion passes. Moving on in district business, approval of settlement agreement with Aquatherm.
I move to approve the settlement agreement and release with Aquatherm as presented.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Discussion?
Yes, when the high school, middle school complex was built, Aquatherm installed plastic water lines and not copper water lines. Since then, we've had a few rupture, and we've had some leaks in the high school. Luckily, with our great maintenance and people, have been able to get that cleaned up at a pretty quick fashion without a whole lot of damage. We are out of warranty on those, but about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, Mr. Fricke sent a few letters to them, didn't hear anything. We sent one from the lawyer. They contacted us. Mr. Fricke and I met with them about a year and a half or so ago to talk about it, to see if they could do something, even though the warranty was wasn't good anymore, and we came up with this settlement. So, if you see there, they're gonna give us about $257,000 for labor, $70,187.47 for supplies, and $1,500 for shipping, which was a total of $328,683.47. So if we have any more situations and things that happen with our pipes, there's some finances there to fix those. So, felt like that was a good thing, because they could have told us, you're out of warranty, we're not doing anything. But with our conversations and goodwill, we were able to get a little settlement there. So I think it was a good situation for us.
So I don't know whether to ask you or Mr. Fricke.
If I can't answer it, I'll get him, but
Okay. What is the life of the rest of the piping?
I don't know if we know that. We didn't have that conversation. The hope is that we don't have any more piping go bad, but they didn't really give us any, when we had those conversations, they didn't say the life.
Okay. And how much did we save by going with this rather than traditional copper?
We'd have to get that. I'm not sure what that would be. You talking about back when they built the building?
Yes.
Well, we'll have to get that. We can look and see, but I don't think either one of us are here at that point, but we'll figure it out.
Right. Any other questions, discussions? Okay, if not, Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes.
Mrs. Kessler?
Yes.
Mrs. Wyder?
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Motion passes. Number 6, discussion, and it's about the student handbook.
Yes, there's a few changes in the student handbook. One of the major things there is the phone policy. So as we've talked about that, the state said we had a phone policy, and Dr. Falsnaw will have some conversations around that and other things.
Good evening. Just have a few updates this year to share with you pertaining to our secondary and elementary handbook. So have a few additions and then a few items that we have deleted. First, and this applies both to secondary and our elementary handbook, on pages 3 in the secondary handbook and 11 in the elementary handbook, we have added information about 988, or the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline hotline, and that is to provide that resource, but also ensure compliance with Ohio House Bill 468. So it's been added to both handbooks. Mr. Card had talked about cell phones. So our second change in the secondary handbook on page 4, we have deleted the comment saying that the use of cell phones is prohibited, and added a comment specific to the high school and one specific to the middle school, outlining exactly what they do, whereas high school turns their phones in a specified location prior to class, and then middle school prohibited at all times. Our third change in the secondary handbook on page 15 was removal of a comment on progress reports for our English learners. There was a statement about receiving a specific progress report in lieu of a report card, so we've deleted that because that's no longer our practice there. Number 4 is a very simple one. There used to be a behavior pyramid in our secondary handbook that no longer aligns with our practices for discipline, so we've just deleted that behavior pyramid. Item number 5, which is found in the secondary handbook, page 22, we deleted language about attendance for full remote students because we do not have full remote students. That was language that we had inserted around the time of COVID. Item number 6, we Added one sentence to our code of conduct for inappropriate display of affection. Added just some additional comments there on inappropriate touching of any kind. And that's on page 24 in our secondary handbook and page 34 in our elementary handbook. Finally, we revised the overview for graduation requirements in the secondary handbook, page 39. There were specifics listed about it applied for students in classes 20, 21, and beyond. All students in the classes of 23 and beyond, including Great Oaks, must meet the new requirements. We deleted that, changed it to all students. So just a few minor changes and then one big addition with the suicide hotline information. Are there any questions?
Yes, for the cell phones, isn't it dependent upon teacher by teacher in the secondary level, or is it generally a rule for all students? Because I remember when the policy committee met, I thought we said it would depend on the teacher, but it might be confusing to a student if that student thinks it's this way in Miss So-and-so's class. Is it that way in every class, or does it depend on the teacher?
I know our secondary teams in both buildings have worked to make that
Universal.
very consistent and universal
Oh, that's good
policy.
news. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on to item number 7A, the treasurer's report.
The only item I have is to remind the board that the Senate is back in session this week. The Education Committee will be meeting on the 7th, and I believe the professional organizations have been asked to testify on that day, I think all of them, but OASBO is, I know, testifying, and we have submitted data for them to use during that testimony, since we are a very interesting, specific case on that cash balance language that the House put in there, which is anything in exceeding 30%, then the county is going to take that away from us. For us, that's about over $7 million. And our case is also that we're on the ballot right now asking for more money. So that is not appropriate. It's highly confusing, and it would, in essence, drive us to the ballot practically every other year if we had that kind of language in law. So there are several districts that have all submitted their different cases. I sent charts and data for them, and Katie, the executive director there, will be using that data during her testimony. And I'm pretty sure BASA and I'm pretty sure OSBA have involved different districts telling different stories. So we can hopefully get some of this fixed in the Senate version. The third of 4 legs of the budget process. Okay? So that's the news I have. We remain highly hopeful that that language is removed. We're sort of hearing that it's got a good possibility of being removed, but there are districts with just very large carryovers with intent and purpose. So it's just not one size does not fit all districts here. So let's remain hopeful.
Thank you. Superintendent's report.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks are very, very busy weeks here in the Princeton City School District. So I just want to go over so the community knows some of the big things going on. So today, we had our Glendale Hall of Fame celebration. They're supposed to have a walk through town. Rain came, so we didn't get to do that. But we did have the celebration, and it was a great day. We had Principal Walker and his team did a great job. Kids did a great job. You know, they had our Viking there, which is the kids loved the mascot. The Viking was there, and the kids were going crazy. And then we had our iReady mascot there, which is the first time I'd seen that, so that was kind of new to me. I was like, what show's that? What show's that guy on? And so I wasn't sure. And then he had some extra things with Rosie Red came out, the mascot, Mr. Redlegs, and Uday, the Bengals mascot. Each grade level got to take a picture with each mascot. They danced with them, had fun, just celebrated. The mayor, police and fire chief came and said a few words. So it was just a great great celebration. As the team that was there with me knows, I was just smiling the whole time. They had me doing push-ups and all kinds of stuff, so I was in my suit doing push-ups. It's hard to tell the kids no, when they tell you, come on, do it. So it was a great time. And also going on right now is the Princeton Community Middle School Spring Orchestra Concert there at Matthews. Tomorrow, we have our Woodline Years of Celebration at Woodlawn to celebrate our teachers, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We did one at the high school the other day, and it was 475 years of teaching in Princeton City Schools. That was pretty neat. So we'll see what Woodlawn has. Staff's not quite as big. Tomorrow night also is the PHS Spring Choir Concert at 7 p.m., so I'll be there to support our choir kids. And tomorrow is Election Day, so hopefully you'll go out and do your civic duties and vote. Wednesday, Heritage Hills Years of Celebration, 8 a.m. Girls Lacrosse Senior Night is Wednesday. Game's at 6. I don't know what, I'll get to you guys what time we had to be there if you're going to make it for senior night, or Mr. Roberts will. And then the PHS Spring Band Concert is 7 p.m. Wednesday night, May 7th, and there's a special presentation at that, so I'm not going to give away the secret. It might be out there now, but Thursday the 8th, Business Community Partner Breakfast at 8 a.m. at Princeton Viking Village, our last one for the year, and then also Thursday, May 8th, PHS Spring Orchestra Concert, 7 p.m. there in Matthews. Friday, May 9th, we have the Student Fanfare, so 8:45. If you want to go and cheer the kids coming in, it's probably always a pretty neat thing with, usually we have some officers there and different people there to cheer them on. The kids really love it. Some are bashful and some just high-fiving and dancing with us. I won't be able to make that one because I will be at the transition breakfast at the high school, and then I'm presenting at Hamilton County Service Center about strategics to the county principals. So I'll be doing that. So I have 3 things around the same time. I'm gonna hit 2 of them. I can't get to all of them. And then also Friday at 2:30, Lincoln Heights Hall of Fame celebration at Lincoln Heights. If you can get over there, it'd be great. And then that night, Friday, May 9th, baseball and softball senior nights, 5 o'clock. We'll do softball first, and then we'll run over to the baseball field and do baseball. So next Monday, Underclassmen Awards at 6 p.m. and also the Scarlet Oaks Senior Ceremony at 6:30, Northern Kentucky. Some of the team will go to Underclassmen Awards. I'm gonna go to Northern Kentucky for the Scarlet Oaks event. So we're going to divide and conquer that. Tuesday, May 13th, Sharonville Years of Celebration, 8 a.m. Then our senior awards are also at 6 p.m. that evening in Matthews. Wednesday, May 14th, Top 20 event. So we'll celebrate our top 20. Thursday, May 15th, Springdale Years of Service Celebration at 8 a.m. Friday is our baccalaureate at Mount Zion Baptist in Woodlawn at 6 p.m. We also have the GMC All-League Track Meet at the same time, so people are going to be going all different ways, but we'll get as many people as we can at baccalaureate, and then some will be at the track meet as well. And then Sunday, May 18th, graduation, 2 p.m. at University of Cincinnati. So the big day's up on us. I know that Mr. Fricky had sent information to the board about transportation and things of that nature. We'll send it again just to remind you, but a lot of good things happening in the next couple of weeks. So take a deep breath and get ready, because we're going to be running around all over the place the next couple of weeks. That's really all I have. I want to give that information out so the community know and also the board was aware. And I will, I'll email you this sheet as well, just so you have it.
Thank you.
Thanks. And when will you have time to go home and eat dinner and see your family?
Well, I have a very understanding wife, so we're good. She knows what May's about. She's been doing this a long time. But I will say this, Dr. Jameson got me in that, I got a Snackle box with all my little food I eat during the day. So
Oh,
Dr. J got me together.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
J.
he showed me and I had to buy one. So I have my little snacks I eat during the day, and I'm not even hungry.
I like that little box.
That's great.
That is it, sir.
Okay. Before we make a motion to go into executive session, wanted to see if any board members had anything else to say.
I do.
We'll start with Mary Cleveland.
Thank you. I had the opportunity last week to attend the Board Leadership Institute in Columbus, given by the Ohio School Boards Association. And each year, you know, I'm always amazed that even after, I think I'm in my 11th, 12th year, I still have so much to learn. It is the one event that's strictly to help board members get better, to sharpen our saw. One of the initial things they did, they had our law firm, Ennis Britton, was there, and they did the general session. And during the general session, they did a mock board meeting. They did a really good job, but they made us question how we conduct our board meetings. They went over the legalities of what we do and how we do it. Really, really good information. As soon as they send, we asked them to send us the documents that they utilized. I'll forward it to our board. But again, our attorneys did an exceptional job showing us all just what we do and how we do it and why we may want to reconsider some of the things we do. So again, really good information. Also had the opportunity to attend several different sessions, some of which one was a holistic approach to how we support our students, staff, and families with wellness. Again, throughout the district, again, really, really good information. Another one that I think that I would love for us to at least consider looking into is one that actually amplifies and elevates student voice. Several schools did a session where they talked about how they're helping their students learn leadership by elevating their voice, even at the board level, which I thought was very interesting. So again, I'm going to share that with our board to see if it's something that we could put into play. Just like Chris talked about, we did go over school funding in depth. One thing I want to say is that one of the sessions they did was the most comprehensive school funding session I've been in the whole time I've been on the board. They broke it down from the very beginning and literally just very, very, very comprehensive. So I'm going to talk to Chris about potentially doing that for us because, again, for someone who's been on the board as long as I have, you know, anytime I'm learning more information that's going to be helpful for me to make better decisions is good. But like I said, it was one of the most comprehensive ones I've seen to date. The other big one that we talked a lot about is key issues at the State House. Pending legislation, what's in front of the Ohio Assembly, and why we should be concerned as board members, and what can we do? How do we get our communities involved? How do we get our staff involved? So again, just some really, really good information. So I have to give it to OSBA because they are listening to the board members and putting together programming to make sure that we get better. So just wanted to share that.
Did I see you at something with the OSSAA as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I attended, part of my duties is to go to all the meetings. So I did go to the OHSSA meeting on Thursday, as well as the SALT meeting, which is for student leaders. And both were very informative, and I'll send out the minutes from those two meetings. But it was really good for me because on the first meeting, we actually had representation that came in, and they just talked through all the challenges that many of us are facing when we look at our programs, and just gave us some examples of some of the things that are happening across the state. So, but I think still will be very beneficial for us to see. So, but yeah.
Susan Wider?
I have nothing. I've just been keeping busy in the closet.
Thank you. Princeton, thank you. Gina?
I was able to attend the recognition at Glendale Elementary. Enjoyed that. Sorry I couldn't go to the others. I also missed it, but I was there afterwards. There was a recognition of a track team from the 60s. Is that right, Mr. Joe? Wait, was it class of 65? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was crowded, that track meet. And then also, I understand this may be something we've been doing for a while, but a couple of people have talked to me about the dental clinic that we now offer and the services we offer for not only our students, but I think people in the community as well can benefit from the dental clinic. Yeah. And then someone spoke to me the other day about the Viking Gold Card. And of course, that's where if you're at least 65 years old and you live in the Princeton School District and you can prove it, you can get a gold Viking card, am I right?
62.
62, excuse me, 62, not 65. Lower?
Lower the age.
When you get your social security.
Oh, yes, thank you very much, thank you very much. But you get to go to all of the games except for tournament games, and you get to go to all of the concerts at Matthews Auditorium and take advantage of the wonderful music programs that we offer and the wonderful athletic programs.
Plays.
And plays.
And plays too,
Musicals.
yes, everything.
We've
Yeah.
been, when I've been going out speaking about levying different things, telling factual information, Ms. Roddy and I have been taking those and passing them out as well. Some of the places we went had some people 62 and older. And actually, I keep a stack in my car, so if you see me at the
Wonderful.
gas station or something, you come and let me know you're 62 or older. I can, I try to do when I see people when I'm out and about to do that as well, just to let people know that's an option for them.
So if you see Mr. Card, ask him for your Viking Gold card, if you're 62 and can prove it. Otherwise, if you don't see him, you have to come to Cottingham Drive right here and show proof of residency, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to somebody, they were asking about the levy. I said, I can't really talk about it, but even if you don't have children, you live in the district, you're over 62, and you get to go to concerts for free. I mean, where else can that happen? That's part of the Princeton advantage. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina. Ms. Kessler,
I'm good.
you're good.
Well, I do want to say one more thing, since nobody said it, is, again, we talked about the levies tomorrow. That's very important to make sure that people get out and vote. We know this is an odd time of year. May 6th is not our November, so it takes a little bit more effort to go out, but it's so important to our district to vote for the levy. So, again, I just want to make sure we put that out
Oh,
there.
yeah, definitely. And I forgot to mention, I'll be in Columbus for the Ohio School Board Association quarterly meeting of proponents and supporters of public school education in the state of Ohio. Thank you.
Right.
Well, what I'm going to say is that Princeton is at a crossroads, and we have an opportunity to continue our upward trajectory, or
Or not.
not. Our real estate valuations are up. That's a positive thing, even though there's more taxes involved with that, but that's better than where we were 5 years ago when our valuation was down. And in some areas, you couldn't give the house away. Repairs were deemed to be more valuable than the housing. So we're at a crossroads, and I hope everybody does the right thing tomorrow to continue our upward trajectory. With that, I need a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
We're going to discuss under sections 121.22G1, consider the employment and compensation of a public employee of the Ohio Revised Code. It has been properly moved and seconded. Mrs. Petter?
Mr. Simons?
Yes.
Mrs. Kessler?
Yes.
Mrs. Wyder?
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Motion passes. There is not expected to be any board business, district business afterwards. Thank you.